Fam, what is good? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in again. This week we're talking about how to tame that. Let's go. All right, so listen, we're all in quarantine and it's been a rough time. Barbershops are closed, so can't get no shape ups, can't get nothing done. All right, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. To be transparent with you, I'm gonna take this beanie off, okay? All right? Okay, this is what I've been looking like for the past couple of weeks. Corona got us all out here looking hurt. Let me brush it a little bit, look a little presentable. These quarantine vibes ain't the vibes at all. So I'm here to help you guys learn how to cut your own hair. So I'm gonna show you guys how I cut my hair. I've been cutting my hair for about 12 years. The reason I started cutting my hair was back in college and I did not want to spend 30 bucks on getting a haircut. I couldn't afford it, to be honest with you. So I invested in some clippers. I am not a professional whatsoever. I am not a barber, but I've been cutting my own hair. And I've cut a couple of people's hair here and there as well. But I'm just gonna show you how I do it. In this particular time right now, guys, you can kind of learn how to cut your own hair. It's really an investment, and you can, if you really get good at it, you don't need anybody to cut your hair. And that's the $40 that you can just, keep in your pocket. But today, I'm gonna teach you guys how I cut my hair. Let's get into it. So we got both of our clippers here. We got clippers, our trimmers. Of course, you're gonna need a brush. You're gonna need a mirror. The mirror is gonna be for looking at the back of your head from the other mirror. Make sure you brush your hair. Let's brush our hair. Let's brush the beard. First things first is that we're gonna trim everything down and we're gonna use a guard, okay? So this guard we're gonna put on like so. Depending on how high or low you like your hair, you can use this. I will always start at the back end here, the furthest, so that you can see exactly how it cuts. So if you like, turn it on like that and just go down, and you can see it's not cutting much with the guard at all. So then all you do is just adjust. So me, I'm gonna adjust all the way down to the bottom like that. So first thing what we're gonna do is we're going to cut down everything first. We're not worried about trimming anything at all. That's gonna be our last thing we're gonna do. We're just gonna do just a simple one level. I do a 2-blade for mine because I don't like my hair that short, but it's up to you. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna do one level, even all around. All right, so here we go. So after we brushed our hair, we got our guard on, we're just gonna simply just cut even all around. Here we go. There we go. Imagine cutting grass. So every time you take a stroke down, you just go to the next line, take a stroke down, and so on and so forth, all right? Let me make sure I put my head down for you guys so you can see. You can start to see it right there. All right, so make sure you guys get behind the ear. See that hair right there? A lot of guys miss that right there. Oh, full disclaimer, I have a scar in the back of my head, like that, like so, you can see it. Scar right there in the back of my head. That is not a mess up. I've had that scar since I was a kid, so when you see the final result and you see that scar there, just know I didn't mess up on my hair. Anyway, let's get back to it. And remember guys, don't be scared. The guard is your best friend. Everything's gonna be even around if you're using a guard. All right, so just remember that, use a guard. We'll start to go to the back. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. Now you're gonna do the back side of your head. This is where your mirror is gonna come in. You're gonna use this mirror to look at the other mirror to look at your back of your head. All right, so before we move forward, so one thing I do want to talk about is I want to talk about the crown of your head. So depending on how your hair lays is how you should cut your hair, go with the grain. Now for me, I have a cowlick in the back, so it kind of does a swirl back there. If I cut a certain way and against that swirl, that little cowlick back there, then I have like a bald spot. So guys, when you're doing the back of your head, what I suggest is using that guard, keep the guard on. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit. And then as I cut it and I feel like I got the direction right, I'm gonna start easing down just a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, so we're basically even all around. Got a spot. And sometimes you just gotta go back over certain spots though, that you may have missed. I ain't got the smoothest head. So what you can do now, you can start looking around your hair and seeing where there's more hair than other places and just go in there and just kind of go a little quick fix. So I feel comfortable where we're at. So we're not barbers at all. We're not looking to be perfect. We're just trying to look presentable. And I don't know in front of who. Sometimes you got to get on Instagram, show your face, whatever it is. If you came on this video, you're looking for just some easy way to get your hair cut. That is it. And we're just trying to maintain through this quarantine period. So I think what I'm gonna do next, usually what I would do is go ahead and start edging up, but I think I'm gonna start doing the beard right now as well. I just kind of want to get everything trimmed down and then we're gonna start edging up. So same thing like your hair. How long you want your beard is depending on what you want to do with the guard. Now some of you guys already have beard trimmers and you already know what to do, so you can probably skip this part if you want to, but I'm going to do this all in one swoop. Let's see, so we're gonna take our comb. The most important thing, guys, is to underneath and on the sides, you want to get all those tangles out, because when this clipper hits it, it will snag it, and that shit hurts. So get up under there. Cool, let's go. Now that we got the beard and the hair all kind of where we want it as far as length is concerned, where we're going now, we're taking it to the edges. This is where guys fear the most. They don't trust themselves with edging up their beards. They don't trust themselves with edging up their hair. Listen, you just gotta stop fearing and just go with it. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do it so that you are not like really gonna jack up your hair like that. Here we go. Again, I use these guys, NST outline clippers. I'll leave a link below where you can get those at my Amazon shop. You don't actually need these. There's different trimmers, clippers out there. Some of them may not be as sharp, but that's okay. What we're doing here is we're trying to look presentable. We're trying to not let ourselves go. We don't want to look like grizzly bears out here. So even though we're in the house, we still want to feel good about ourselves. All right, so we're gonna start, I like to start in the bottom of the mustache. Get a line. Just follow it. You might already have like a traditional line, just follow it. There we go, that's our line. And then we're gonna go to the top of the mustache. Brush your hair, and usually I start with the sides first. So let's start with the sides. You have a natural line. Stay with the natural line. See that line? See how that line starts to come in? Just stay with the line. There you go. Keep that line. Here we go. Usually, it's the difficult part. So you have a natural line there. Now, doesn't look that natural, but what I tend to do is I tend to go to the middle first. Make your little line. That's your starting point. Then from there, give it a rest for a second. We're starting to look a lot better than we started. Beard going, looking good. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the back side here. All right, so we got the edge there. All right, so now let's talk about the back for a second. So the back is really your preference again. You could box it, so you already made the lines from the sides, right? Now you can just straight line box it if you want to, or you can round it off. So me, usually what I do is I just kind of round it off, give it a natural round. The boxing, you gotta worry about the straight lines and stuff like that. With the rounding, just make a semicircle. Round it a little bit on the sides. You guys can see that. Round it. Okay. So now, after that, we're just doing touch up now. So we're not doing anything special. We're just doing touch up. Again, like you'll have hair on the sides here. We're natural hairy people, so you want to kind of clean up on the sides here. Also, what I didn't go over is try to get behind your ear. Let's edge up behind the ear. Now, it's hard for me to do that when I have this mirror in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, clean it up a little bit. You want to edge behind the ear, and then you want to edge right here. Get a little circle going right here on the sides. We got the haircut, good enough. Not professional, but good enough. All right, guys, don't forget to get some alcohol and cotton balls and go around your edges. You don't want any razor bumps or anything like that. So make sure you take care of yourself. If you guys know any products or things that I could do to make my hairline better or my cut a little better, please leave it in the comments below. I'm open to suggestions. I'm trying to get better myself. So giving this video out to the world. Hope you guys take it, share it, like it, subscribe to this channel, and stay safe, guys.